Listen, because what just exploded across the internet is not normal celebrity drama. This is the kind of chaos that makes even reality TV producers sit back and say, yeah, we can't script this. 1 minute, Chrisean Rock is trending for a glow-up so dramatic it looks like she rebooted her entire face like an iPhone update. And the next minute, the internet is screaming, wait, where is Baby Junior? And I'm not talking about a quiet little comment section debate. I'm talking full-blown digital warfare. Twitter turned into a courtroom. Instagram became a battlefield. TikTok turned into the FBI, CIA, and neighborhood gossip antis all combined, people zooming in, analyzing timestamps, comparing clips like they're solving a Netflix true crime documentary. Because here's where it gets messy. Fans noticed something that didn't sit right. While everyone was distracted by the shiny new teeth, the polished smile, the I'm back and better energy, there was one question echoing louder than everything else. Why does it feel like Baby Junior disappeared from the picture? Now add gasoline to that fire. Because while this is happening, over in another corner of the internet, Blueface is out here moving like a reality show villain who forgot the cameras were still rolling. Rumors, leaks, whispers, all pointing toward him allegedly cheating. While Nevi is pregnant. Yes, you heard that right. So now the internet isn't just confused, it's furious. People are connecting dots that may or may not even belong on the same page. And suddenly, this isn't about teeth anymore. This is about priorities, loyalty, parenting, and a level of chaos that feels less like celebrity gossip and more like a full season finale meltdown. And just when you think it couldn't get any worse, something drops that flips the entire narrative upside down. Let's rewind for a second, because this whole situation didn't just pop out of nowhere like a random viral moment. It's been building slowly, like pressure inside a bottle ready to explode. Chrisean Rock has never had a quiet life, let's be real. Her story has always been loud, emotional, unpredictable, and constantly under the spotlight, like a reality show that refuses to end. From messy relationships to viral breakdowns, she's been the internet's favorite headline machine for a while now. So when she suddenly popped back up looking polished, confident, and flashing a brand new smile, people didn't just notice, they lost it. It felt like a full transformation moment, like she pressed reset on her entire image and came back upgraded. At first, the reaction was pure hype. Fans were cheering her on, calling it a glow-up, saying she looked happier and healthier than ever before. The comments were full of excitement, like people were watching the start of a redemption arc. It had that new season, new energy vibe, like she was about to enter a completely different chapter of her life. But the internet never lets things stay positive for too long. Because while everyone was focused on her new teeth and fresh look, a few people started noticing something strange. It wasn't obvious at first, just small comments here and there. But then it started growing louder and louder. People began asking one simple question: where is Baby Junior? At first, it seemed harmless, like normal curiosity from fans who were used to seeing him around. But then people started going back through her recent posts, comparing them to older ones, and noticing a shift. Before, Baby Junior felt like a visible part of her world. Now, suddenly, it felt like he wasn't showing up the same way. And once that observation hit social media, everything changed. The tone went from supportive to suspicious almost instantly. The same people praising her glow-up started questioning what was happening behind the scenes. And you already know how fast things spread online once a narrative starts. It moves like wildfire. Soon, people weren't just asking questions. They were making assumptions. Some were saying she might be too focused on her image now. Others claimed she was trying to rebrand herself and leave certain things out of the spotlight. None of it was confirmed, but that didn't matter. The internet doesn't wait for facts, it runs on speculation and emotion. TikTok turned into a detective agency overnight. Users started breaking down clips, analyzing timestamps, comparing appearances, like they were solving a mystery. Instagram pages reposted everything with captions designed to stir reactions. Twitter threads started connecting dots that didn't even necessarily belong together. And just like that, a simple glow-up turned into a full-blown investigation. But that wasn't even the worst part, because while all of this was happening, Blueface re-entered the conversation like a plot twist nobody asked for. His name started trending again, and not for anything calm or positive. It was drama-loud, messy, and completely distracting from everything else. Rumors started flying that he was allegedly cheating again. People were saying he was being seen with other women, acting like the situation around him didn't even exist. And then came the bigger twist talks about Nevi being pregnant. Now the situation wasn't just messy. It was chaotic on multiple levels, because now people weren't only questioning Chrisean Rock's choices, they were dragging Blueface into the spotlight too. Suddenly, everything felt connected, even if it was and single quotes T. The internet started building a narrative that mixed both situations into one giant storyline. On one side, you have a glow-up being questioned. On the other, you have cheating rumors and pregnancy drama. It felt like two separate storms crashing into each other at the same time. And the reactions? Completely divided. Some people defended her, saying fans were overanalyzing and invading her personal life. Others weren't convinced, arguing that the sudden changes felt intentional. Meanwhile, another group focused entirely on criticizing him, calling out what they believed was reckless behavior. It turned into a digital war zone. Every comment section became a debate. Every post became evidence. Every small detail got magnified like it meant something bigger. And then, just when you thought things couldn't get more intense, the leaks started appearing. Random clips, screenshots, and conversations began circulating online. Nobody knew what was real and what wasn't, but that didn't stop people from analyzing everything. It was like the internet collectively decided to play detective without any actual proof. And through all of this chaos, one thing became very clear: this situation was no longer about just one issue. It wasn't just about teeth. It wasn't just about Baby Jr. It wasn't just about relationships. It became about perception, assumptions, and how quickly the internet can turn a moment into a full-blown controversy. And the scariest part, nobody really knew the full truth. But that didn't stop the story from growing bigger every single second. Because right when it seemed like things couldn't escalate any further, something new started circulating that would push this drama into an entirely different level. And that's when everything really started spiraling. And this is where everything completely spins out of control. Because what started as a simple globe conversation suddenly turns into a full internet meltdown that feels less like gossip and more like a reality show finale nobody was prepared for. The energy shifts fast. And now it's not just fans talking, it's influencers, bloggers, and random pages all jumping in like they've been waiting for this moment. Suddenly, everybody has an opinion, and not the quiet kind either. People are posting reaction videos, stitching clips together, throwing in dramatic music like they're narrating a crime documentary. Chrisean Rock isn't just trending anymore, she's being analyzed from every angle like the internet just unlocked a new level of obsession. And the wild part, nobody can agree on anything. One side is defending her like she's on trial, saying people need to relax and stop assuming things. They're arguing that just because something isn't posted doesn't mean it's not happening in real life. But the other side, oh, they are not letting it go. They're convinced something feels off, and they're doubling down harder than ever. Now the conversation gets deeper, and honestly, messier, because people start saying this isn't just a glow-up, it's a rebrand. Like she's trying to shift how the public sees her, stepping into a new image, leaving certain parts of her life less visible. And once that idea starts spreading, every single post becomes suspicious, a smile, calculated, a caption, strategic, a video, intentional. At this point, the internet isn't watching anymore, it's investigating. And just when the tension is already high, guess who throws more chaos into the mix like gasoline on a fire? Blueface. Because those cheating rumors, they didn't calm down. They exploded. New clips start circulating, people claiming sightings, others dropping insider info like they're part of some secret group chat. Again, nothing fully confirmed, but in internet culture, perception spreads faster than truth ever could. And now the narrative becomes louder. He's allegedly entertaining other women while Nevi is pregnant. That alone was enough to send people into outrage mode. Because now emotions are involved. People are reacting like they're personally connected to the situation. Long posts start appearing, calling him out, dragging him, questioning his behavior. It's no longer just gossip, it feels like a public call-out session happening in real time. And then comes the twist that confuses everyone, the deaf girl situation. Now suddenly, videos start circulating showing him interacting with a girl. And the internet reacts instantly, but not in one clear direction. Some people say it's harmless, others say it adds another layer to the chaos. And a whole new argument starts forming out of nowhere. And now, the story isn't even one storyline anymore. It's multiple storylines crashing into each other like a multiverse of confusion. One moment people are talking about Chrisean Rock, the next moment it's all about Blueface. Then suddenly it's about Nevi. Then back to the original situation. Nobody can keep up. And the memes. Absolutely ruthless. People comparing this whole situation to reality shows, saying it feels like Zeus Network drama spilling into real life. Others joking that this is season 10 with no script, because every time you think it's over, something new pops up that makes everything even more confusing. TikTok creators start acting out scenarios. Twitter turns into a comedy stage. Instagram pages are posting side-by-side comparisons like they're building evidence for a case nobody actually understands. But underneath all the jokes, there's tension, because contradictions start showing up everywhere. One clip suggests one thing, another post suggests something completely different. People start questioning timelines, calling out inconsistencies, arguing over what's real and what's not. It's like everyone is trying to solve a puzzle where half the pieces don't even belong to the same box. Wait, if this happened, then how does that make sense? Why are these dates not matching? Who's actually telling the truth here? And the answer? Nobody knows. But that doesn't stop the internet from acting like it does, because confusion fuels engagement. And right now this situation is running on pure chaos. Every new rumor adds more noise. Every new post brings more opinions. Every reaction just pushes the story further. Meanwhile, Chrisean Rock is still at the center of everything, whether she speaks or stays silent. If she posts, people analyze it. If she doesn't, people question it. There's no winning in a situation where every move becomes a headline. And just when things feel like they might slow down, they don single quotes because now, a new wave of people start stepping in with a completely different perspective. What if we got it wrong? That question alone splits the internet again. Some fans start saying maybe everything is being overanalyzed. Maybe assumptions are moving too fast. Maybe the story has been twisted into something bigger than it actually is. Now you've got three sides battling it out: defenders, critics, and the ones trying to pause everything and rethink it. But let's be honest, slowing down is not what the internet does. Because right when things start to cool off, another clip drops, another rumor appears, another insider speaks, and just like that, the chaos resets all over again. And now, this isn't just drama anymore. It's a full-blown viral storm that refuses to settle. And the craziest part, something is still missing from the story. Something that hasn't fully come out yet. And when it finally does, and just when you think the chaos has reached its peak, this is where everything starts collapsing like a season finale where every storyline crashes at once. Because now, the internet isn't just reacting anymore, it's exhausted, confused, divided, and still somehow completely addicted to the mess. At this point, Chrisean Rock is no longer just trending for a glow-up. That moment completely overshadowed the shiny new teeth that started all this. Practically irrelevant now, because the conversation has shifted into something way deeper, way messier. And way more personal. Now it's about reputation. People are questioning everything: her priorities, her decisions, her silence. And silence. Oh, silence in internet culture is louder than any statement. Every moment she doesn't respond becomes another reason for people to speculate, another opening for new theories to take over. And the theories, they're spiraling. Some are saying she's trying to rebuild her image and leave the chaos behind. Others are claiming she's avoiding accountability. And then there's the group that believes the truth is somewhere in the middle, but even THEY can't agree on what that truth actually looks like. Meanwhile, over in his own lane of chaos, Blueface is still catching heat from every direction. The cheating rumors, the pregnancy talk involving Navi, the confusion surrounding his interactions, it's all stacking up like a pile of drama that just keeps getting heavier. And here's where it gets even more intense, because now, people aren't just reacting emotionally. They're choosing sides. You've got one group riding for Chrisean Rock no matter what, defending her against every accusation, saying the internet is doing too much like always. Then you've got another group that's completely fed up, calling out what they believe is irresponsible behavior and refusing to let it slide. And in the middle of all that, the undecided crowd, watching, waiting, trying to piece everything together without getting pulled too deep into the chaos. But that's the problem. This situation doesn't let you stay neutral for long, because every time people think they've seen everything, something new surfaces: a clip, a screenshot, a rumor, a reaction. And suddenly, the entire conversation shifts again. It's like the story keeps rewriting itself in real time. One moment, people are convinced of one narrative. The next moment, something drops that makes them question everything they thought they knew. It's exhausting, but somehow, nobody looks away, because this isn't just drama anymore. It's a spectacle, a viral moment that turned into a full-blown saga. And the emotional fallout, it's heavy. Fans who once supported everything are now questioning their loyalty. People who didn't care before are now deeply invested. Conversations that started as jokes are turning into serious debates about responsibility, image, and truth. And the craziest part, nobody actually has all the answers, just pieces, fragments of a story that don't fully connect, but still somehow manage to create a narrative that feels real enough to argue about. And that's exactly how internet chaos works. It fills in the gaps whether the facts are there or not. But here's where the final twist hits, because after all the noise, all the reactions, all the debates, a new realization starts creeping in. What if this entire situation isn't as clear as it seems? What if some of the biggest assumptions were built on incomplete information? What if the timeline isn't what people think it is? What if certain moments were taken out of context and turned into something bigger than they were supposed to be? Now suddenly, the same people who were shouting the loudest start hesitating. And that hesitation, it changes everything. Because once doubt enters the conversation, the narrative starts to crack. People begin questioning their own conclusions, rewatching clips, rethinking what they believed just hours ago. And just like that, the confidence in the story starts to fade. But here's the twist that makes this feel like a true finale. Even with all that doubt, the damage is already done. Reputations questioned, stories twisted, opinions locked in. Because the internet doesn't rewind, it moves forward. And now, both Chrisean Rock and Blueface are left standing in the middle of a storm that may or may not have even been fully accurate, but still hit just as hard. Now listen, if you made it all the way to the end of this chaos, then you already know this situation is messier than a reality show reunion with no security guards. Like, seriously, every time you think it's over, boom, another twist drops like it's getting renewed for another season. So I need you to do something real quick. Don't just sit there quietly like you didn't just witness pure internet madness. Go ahead and smash that like button like it owes you money, because trust me, you're gonna want more breakdowns like this. And don't be shy either. Jump into the comments and tell me what you think is really going on. Are people overreacting? Are we missing something? Or is this whole situation exactly as wild as it looks? I already know the comment section is about to turn into a full debate arena, and I'm here for all of it. Also, if you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing? This is where the drama gets unpacked, flipped, analyzed, and served with extra sauce. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Because let's be honest, this story is not finished, and you already know how we do it over here. We don't just report the drama. We experience it. So stay tuned, stay loud, and stay ready. Because the next twist could drop at a NY moment. And when it does, we're breaking it down. First out, this is celeb insanity, where the tea is always hot, the chaos never sleeps, and the internet drama never sleeps, and the internet drama